Tuesday. Yes, welcome to First Take. You already saw the fellas here. Stephen A., Jeff Saturday, Chris Canty, I am Shay Cornett. And how about them Cowboys last night?
Cowboys!
How about them?
Yeah, how about them? How about them?
Hey, let's forget the record of the team they played for a minute.
How about that?
I was just waiting if you say anything positive.
I'm waiting. I mean, when it's time to talk, I'll talk.
Oh, okay.
When it's time to talk, I'll talk.
Okay.
You know?
Well, that time is now.
Okay.
Let's go to last night. Dallas went to Vegas. They took care of business, dominating the Raiders from start to finish. Dak Prescott threw for 4 touchdowns as the Cowboys beat the Raiders 33-16. But what stood out most was the way the defense played, right? Sacking Geno Smith 4 times, only allowing 27 yards rushing. And all this just comes days after their teammate, Marshawn Kneeland, passed away. In the locker room after the game, Coach Schottenheimer brought it full circle.
Before we do all the celebration stuff, so proud of you guys, man. Amen. Tough couple weeks. You got him. You guys made it. Proud, man.
We're a brotherhood, and as Marshawn, you know, he lived by one love, and you know that's why I just told the guys before the game, like, let's play for one love, let's play this one team, let's go out there and control the things that we can and play like Marshawn did, and that was just with our effort, our intensity, flying to the ball, and I think in all 3 phases we did that, and it was such a complimentary win and something for us to build off of.
So they're going to build off of it. Dallas is now determined. The Cowboys currently have the 6th hardest remaining schedule in the league. That's according to ESPN Analytics. They're only favored in 3 of their remaining 7 games, and their next 3 games are tough. Eagles, Chiefs, Lions. Not favored in any of those games, according to our ESPN Analytics. But let's focus in on what we watched last night on the football field. Were you impressed by what you saw from the Dallas Cowboys last night?
No. I wasn't. Let me tell y'all something right now. Listen. I'm just sitting there. I had to wake up. I just want to thank all my colleagues at ESPN this morning for making me laugh. I mean, I woke up with a smile on my face listening to all of y'all. It was unbelievable to watch. You would have thought the Dallas Cowboys actually went up against Indy or went up against Seattle or the Rams or somebody. The second most high-powered offense in the National Football League. I mean, I'm sorry, this defense, rather, that was like one of the worst, okay, giving up over 30 points a game, went up against the second worst offense in the National Football League, averaging 15 points a game. You had Geno Smith out there getting sacked. Quentin Williams was balling. I got you. I know you could play. We knew it wasn't your fault that the Jets stumped up the joint, but 5 quarterback pressures, 5 hits, 1.5 sacks. I mean, it was very, very touching. I have to say, to watch everybody talk about, I said, you know, Greedy made me so proud. I want to know, Mike Greenberg made me so proud this morning. I said, you know something? Let me tell you something. He's going to kill me for saying this. One of my boys, my partner, my business, my man Kevin Frazier works for Entertainment Tonight, right? Kevin Frazier, I never forget years ago when he was interviewing Anna Nicole Smith, God rest her soul. And he walked up to her, you know, he was asking, he was interviewing her, and you should have seen the look on his face. It's like he cared so much. I'm like, what? Yes, are you really kidding me? What is this about, right? That's what I thought about when I was thinking about Mike Greenberg this morning. I watched him sit up there and he was making such a big deal of the Cowboys. And I looked at Greedy and I said, is this Get Up or is this Entertainment Tonight? What is this? They're playing the Raiders. Do we not understand how bad the Las Vegas Raiders are? They truly, I'm going to say it to you like this. The Las Vegas Raiders are exactly where they belong. What do they say about Vegas? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's exactly where the hell it should be. We shouldn't know anything about football out of Vegas the way that they've looked this year. It's been horrible. You got the oldest coach in the league. You got him looking old, and we know that man can coach, and we know that Pete Carroll knows what the hell he's doing. Sure. Look at how you got him looking. Geno Smith has been bad in the past, but he's had good moments. Looking this bad? You look at Max Crosby. You've had sympathy cards, people throwing out there saying, could you get him out of Vegas? Could you do something for the brother? We actually had a discussion as to whether or not he should be subjected to this level of ineptitude. Maybe he should sit out the rest of the season because of how bad they are. And Greedy was sitting up there and get up this morning. And I went like this. This is why I love this man so much. I admire him so much. The perfect host. Not to take anything away from you because you're great, Shay. But the thing about Greedy is he had people, like, he had us act. You would have thought the Cowboys played somebody. He had you thinking that the Cowboys went out there and beat the Eagles like this. I'm like, no, the Eagles are this Sunday. Yeah. Not last night. Who are you fooling? But Greedy had America fooled. You would have thought the Cowboys went out there and beat some Super Bowl contender or something. It was the Raiders. The Raiders. Will y'all stop it?
Boy, this is something new from you.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen this. I'm gonna tear down the Dallas Cowboys by tearing down the opponent.
Exactly.
I ain't never seen this before. This is a new one over here. Exactly. I ain't never seen you do this.
Have a competition?
This is a new strategy.
God.
This is a new game.
Go ahead.
I love it. Here's what I'll say.
Right.
I think some people are jumping out of the window with the Dallas Cowboys. They're not going to the playoffs this year. They're not. But the win for the Dallas Cowboys this year is to lay the foundation, lay the groundwork for future successes. I think the second half of this season can be what 2022 was in the second half for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay.
And if you squint really closely in terms of the football philosophy and roster construction, how this Dallas Cowboys team is now built is very similar to how the Eagles are built and how they want to play.
Yeah.
They're built front to back, inside out, both lines of scrimmage. You're talking about a lot of first and second round draft picks in the trenches in those particular units. 2 dynamic receivers, a Pro Bowl level tight end, and a top 10 quarterback. I mean, it is a lot of similarities to it. And last night, how they won that game, they actually, for the first time this season, turned defense into offense. The sudden changes at the beginning of the game, being able to hold them to field goal, being able to hold them to field goal, Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark getting sacks. That's impressive. And then, oh, by the way, they were able to have more ball disruption because the second and third level defenders ain't running up on play action fakes to have to stop the run because you got 2 hombres in there at defensive tackle that are absolutely animals. That's how Kenneth Murray got the tip pass that ended up being a pick for Marquise Bell, setting up a short field touchdown for that Dallas Cowboys offense.
Hey,
then in the fourth quarter, defense, special teams, pins the Raiders, minus 2 yard line, then they end up getting a safety. I'm just saying, I understand how the Dallas Cowboys want to win football games now. Earlier in the season, it was lost on me. But now, based on the roster that they have, they can build towards something that can be competitive with the Eagles in future years.
Oof. I mean, listen. I mean, I think you and Grady were on the same coffee this morning. Y'all both excited. I'm gonna say this. There's a little truth. There's a little truth in both conversations. I do think that Quentin Williams will be a massive addition in the future for the Cowboys.
So do I.
My issue with the Cowboys from last night's perspective was the Raiders did everything they could do to help them. They don't run the football. They run the ball 12 times, 10 times, whatever.
12 times.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's terrible. They throw it with Geno Smith. 40-something. So you play into. So like you said, they're not getting pulled in and the second line defenders because there's no threat, man. They can't run the ball. Even when they're trying to run the ball, the Raiders don't run the ball well. So I think there's a little bit of the Raiders help their defense look better than they really were. And I think from the offensive side, we've always said this about Dak, about Pickens. Can they keep? Right. Will Pickens continue to be this version of Pickens as opposed to what we ended up seeing in Pittsburgh last year? Will he continue this same trend? Because he balled last night. Like he balled, CD balled, Ferguson, all of that. And Javonte Williams is a baller. So there's a lot to be excited about if you're in Dallas. But I would just say curb the enthusiasm a bit on how good their defense play. I need to see them do that against an offense that can do both, run and pass, and put you in a position where you have to defend both.
Go ahead, Shannon.
Okay, listen. The Cowboys look better last night. We can all agree on that.
Yeah.
But us hosts got to stick together. Greeny, are you here? Come defend yourself.
You're very good, you. You are very good, you. Oh, my Lord, you perfection this morning.
Will you all just say with me, how about them Cowboys? I am not here
for this Cowboys slander. I am not here for this blasphemy after a dominant performance last night against an NFL team.
I got the
I raised it up for you, buddy. Go ahead.
Levitating with excitement over the performance of CeeDee Lamb last night, of George Pickens last night, Javonte Williams.
This is unbelievable.
The Eagles think they're going to beat this team 13-10, Jeff Saturday. I don't think so. The Cowboys are going to put up points on Sunday. They're going to beat the Eagles. They're going to go into Thanksgiving with a chance, and that's all they need.
Greeny?
Yes.
When I say,
Yeah.
I said we have some